But I got a couple things I want to talk about, and I want to see if anybody in the chat is willing to talk about the topic at hand. Appreciate y'all. 4REALReactions. I didn't do a video this week, but we're going to do this live. And then maybe we'll get like 10 people in here. Maybe if we're lucky, we get 20 people in here. We'll see. MAGA lost. They're dying. They're dead. MAGA, if you don't know, is Make America Great Again. Now, I don't have a red hat, so I can't, play along with the sheep. But I'm going to pull up some things for you guys here, okay? And I want to get something out of the way. I'm not some libtard. I'm not a Kamala Harris fanboy. I have no idea who I'm going to be voting for yet. It's probably not going to be one of these two people. However, increasingly over the last, I would say, month or so, Donald Trump has lost his mind. And any of and this isn't about Democrat, Republican. It's not about that. It's about MAGA, the Make America Great Again, red hat, flag on my truck, sheep. You guys have lost. The time is over. I will say this. Back in 2015, 16, all that, it was different. The whole MAGA movement and all that was very cultish, but it made more sense then. MAGA lost 4 years ago, and Donald Trump and the MAGA people are going to lose again. Now, just if you're a Republican, it doesn't mean you're MAGA, and if you're MAGA, it doesn't, it goes both ways. But you guys have lost. The uneducated, weak MAGA sheep have lost, and they are mad. They're mad that Kamala Harris is getting attention. She's saying the right thing. She picked walls. J.D. Vance is a clown. MAGA is done. You guys had your time. Now, what's up, Sam? I see one person here. That's what I want to talk about tonight and see if anybody's willing to have a conversation as to why you think Make America Great Again, the MAGA cult sheep, why you think that movement is still relevant. Because right now, in my opinion, and based on what I'm seeing, if you're still rocking that red hat and you're like, God bless America, and you're like some kind of fake patriot, you're hiding behind a false sense of patriotism, you're a clown, you're a sheep, you're sheeple. And the irony is that a lot of you guys look at men and women's both. And once again, just to be clear, transparency, this isn't conservative, liberal, Democrat, Republican. I'm talking just to the MAGA sheep, just to the idiots. If you're Republican, that's different. But if you're a MAGA and you wear the red hat and you got the flag and you're doing all that and you're not educated, that's what I'm talking about. I want you to tell me why you think it's still relevant in the chat. Who we got in here? Emily, Mitch, Sven, what up? So it's done. In 2016, it was different. It was different then. If you're still rocking with that ideology, that fake patriotism, the false sense of a reality that you're holding behind a hat, listening to a billionaire spew rhetoric, lies, and he's holding up Tic Tacs and talking about inflation. If that is who you're voting for and you're rocking the MAGA and you're rocking them flags, you're a fucking imbecile. You're a child. You're ignorant. Your IQ level has got to be 15. That's what we're talking about tonight. So this isn't Democrat, it's not Republican. I'm talking strictly MAGA. Make America Great Again. When was it great? When was it great, and was it great for all? Do you want to go back to 1962, 1950? Do you want to go back to 1949? Do you want to go back? When do you want to go back, Donald Trump? To when your daddy gave you all that money? The time you declared bankruptcy 7 times? Sorry, I got a text message. Do you want to go back to when you impregnated your 3rd baby mama? When was it great again for you, MAGA sheep? Or if you're in Kentucky somewhere or Arkansas, some boom town in Ohio, right? Man, somebody's blowing my phone up. If you want to talk, listen, it's done. Let me go to my little trusty cam here. All right. And I want to pull up something for you guys. Let's just type in, you know, we'll type in Trump. What pops up on Google? Trump holds rally in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Trump campaigns in Wilkes-Barre. Okay. Trump called Harris a communist. Wow. I'm waiting for a MAGA person to come up. You guys are so fucking hard with all your shit, and you think you're so right. Come in the chat. Calling Kamala Harris a communist. That's crazy. I'm not a Kamala Harris fanboy. Don't get it twisted. I'm not. Hit that thumbs up. We only got 2 thumbs up. Y'all tripping. Trump holds MAGA. The real reason Trump is barely campaigning because he's old. He's like 80 years old. Oh no, Trump is now even losing news. I mean, Nikki Haley's stunned. Nikki Haley's a clown too. How bad Trump is blowing this. Listen, if you're still standing by Donald Trump, tell me why. Let me read the comments. I want to know why. And bring a policy to the table. Bring something to the live chat. I'm going to sit here and read. You look like her, though. You get no thumbs up. All right. Appreciate that. Pedro 24, because you yep, don't want to talk with us. I don't know what that means. Coda, I thought this wasn't Democratic or Republican. It's not. I'm talking just MAGA. I can talk that. I can do a whole live next week talking about Kamala Harris. Don't get your feelings. I know a lot of you guys are triggered. A lot of you men that wear the hat are super triggered and not educated. So I'll wait, though. Do not recommend. Trump ain't it. Harris not either. Yep, I said that. I'm waiting for somebody to bring some facts as to why you're a MAGA. You could be a Trump supporter and not be MAGA. I'm talking about the red hat lib. I'm going to call y'all libtards because y'all. I'm talking about the red hat sheep. I'm not talking Republicans, and you could support Trump for other reasons, but not be MAGA. They're different. If you're intelligent, you know the difference. I want my red-blooded Americans with the red hats. That's who I'm talking to right now. Come in the chat. Trump is the man we deserve. Ooh, is he? So you want a guy that's just for the billionaires, silver spoon up his ass, 3 baby mamas, convicted felon, egomaniac, narcissistic. What else do you want? He's the man you deserve? He's not even religious. Most of you MAGA people are like stupid religious people. So I'm going in on y'all tonight. I'm ready. I brought a cup of tea if anybody wants some. I'm still waiting for somebody to say something intelligent in here with some facts. Just found you and have homosexual desires. Don't know what that means. Technically a groupie. Ooh, groupie? You're a groupie or a sheep? Same thing. Just comment stream. I could talk for hours. So what should America be then? I don't know. Anti-establishment, giggity, me too. Anyone that claims they are still willing to vote Democrat is a fraud. I don't believe that. I have to disagree with you. Donnie wanted to cut down Redwood Forest. Sounds like the first black president. This guy can be president. Better facts. 3 baby mamas doesn't matter. Oh, here we go with the MAGA fucking bullshit. Here we go. When I'm talking about MAGA, I'm talking about a very select few. Because I'm talking about the radicals. That's who I'm going in on because you guys are fucking imbeciles. A lot of you guys have that Bible in your hand. God bless America. Donald Trump's the savior. We need this. We need America back again. We need this. It's going to hell. Fuck these blue states. Oh my God, look at these people with the blue hair. Blah, MAGA, 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 MAGA. And you have a Bible in your hand while you're doing it. And you talk about religion. You talk about make America great again, family values, but you're going to vote for a guy that's got 3 baby mamas. Let me tell you something. If Barack Obama had 3 baby mamas, you would ridicule that man for that. But because it's Donald Trump, it's not a big deal. Fucking imbeciles. Y'all are so fucking dumb, dude. This is Pedro Reacts. Real One Reacts. And I react to the world around me. And I call out stupid individuals. And the MAGA people, in my opinion, are the lowest level of human being on the face of the earth right now. The lowest level, least educated, vile, hypocrites, and just flat out cult mentality. Easily manipulated. You guys are being manipulated by a man that is basically like a used car salesman, hiding behind flags, fake patriotism, and his 3 baby mamas. Gig, that was actually really funny, bro. You call him Michelle, I'm a gay. That's hilarious. Because he has 3 baby mamas, he's bad. You guys aren't getting it. See, the red hats don't understand. I'm using that as a reference. I'm using that as a fact, because you MAGA motherfucking people would use that against somebody else, but you don't. It's the same with people that are super religious. They only like to read certain passages in the book, and they forget about everything else. So they look at Donald Trump and say, oh, he's got balls. He speaks for me. He looks like this. Oh my God, he's so great. He's not afraid to say what he wants. He says these things, and I kind of feel these things, but now I didn't have the balls to say it, but he's saying it. Yay, let me go root for this guy. Let me vote for Donald Trump. Woo! Trump train. Woo, 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 woo. Same as you dumbass fucking faith people, right? What you do is you only read a couple things, but you discard everything else in the book. You discard the other things that I've mentioned and many others. That is why the MAGA is lost. You're losing. You're going to lose this election. It's going to happen. Donald Trump's going to lose back-to-back presidential elections because he gets in his way. He does not have policies that actually work for the middle class, like me. He is a oligarch, right? He's for the billionaires. He is a billionaire. He comes from money. You fucking idiots don't know what you don't know. Somebody, give me some facts in the comments. I would love to read them. What policy do you support that Donald J. Trump backs? I'll get into Kamala Harris next week so I can upset the liberals. But right now I'm going in on the MAGA, the sheep, the sheeple, the herd, the idiots, the false patriots that hide behind patriotism. When you're going to vote for a man that is for the elites, that wants to make it, it takes away your voting rights, and it's for only a certain type of human being. Timothy, why? One policy. Fuck your emotions and fuck your feelings. Isn't that what the MAGA like to say? Give me a policy that will work for you. And don't say, well, the economy was better. Give me an actual policy and something that you can really stand by that this man has done for you or will do for you. Did he build a wall? No. He based his whole campaign about building a wall, and it didn't happen, and that's why the immigrants are here. You fucking sheep are so goddamn stupid. You don't even know how to have a conversation about what this man said and what he actually did. I'm waiting. I'm going to sit here in silence. Billionaires do better when everyone else is struggling. Exactly. That's my point. Oh, and his running mate is a Silicon Valley fucking fuckboy. Dude, and if you're a veteran, you should be disgusted. The things that Trump has said, mocking John McCain, saying he's not, because he got caught, because he was a prisoner of war, mocking people that have medals that have had their fucking limbs blown off. If you're still voting for Donald Trump, you're one of three things. You're a fucking racist piece of shit that thinks only white people should have certain things here. You're stupid, and your education level is probably not past the 6th grade. A lot of Trump people do that. Or you are just so entwined with like the how he says things. You're like a magnet to his words, but you don't know anything about his policies. One of those three things. It's a fact. I'm still waiting for somebody to say something intelligent in the comments. Bone spurs, exactly. I mean, if you're a middle-class American, if you're a veteran, if you're anybody with a brain, if you're still voting for this man now, if you voted for him in 2016, it's different. But if you're going to vote for him now, 8 years later, you're a fucking piece of shit and you're stupid. I'm calling you out. Somebody say something intelligent and give me one policy that's going to help you. Because if you're watching this channel, you're middle class. If you're a billionaire, multimillionaire, you got a lot of businesses, you're going to get tax breaks because that's what he does. I can forgive you for that because that's going to help you and your family. But most people aren't those people. Trump and Kamala sitting in trees, kissing first, come love, second comes marriage, and comes J.D. Vance and Tim Walton, very weird baby carriage. Mitch, that's actually really funny. Trump 2024. You can just keep riding that Trump train with your fucking hat, you fucking idiot. Tell me more. Tell me more. Don't be a sheep. Why are you guys a sheep? Why are you entertaining the thought of people that can't relate to you? You're going to vote for that person? God damn, you guys are fucking dumb. Not gonna lie, I could get behind his lower housing prices, but I know it's bull crap coming from him. Roberto, the first intelligent comment. Reported for terrorism. What are you? So once again, are you one of the MAGA people that talks about free speech, but then when somebody has an opinion that's different than yours, you report them? Fucking hypocrites, dude. Oh, Mondo, what up? Damn, this chat is triggered, bro. Mondo, these people are so stupid, bro. I'm asking them, give me a policy, give me something. I'm not Democrat. Y'all think I'm some liberal because I got my hat words back and because I got a gold chain and because I look this way. You think I'm some libtard or you think I'm like a Democrat? That's not what this is. I just know that you guys can't give me one thing because you're sheep. All you can say is bad and wear your red hat. This man is losing. MAGA is dead. You guys are going to lose again because this egomaniac can't shut up. He could win very easily. But he doesn't. He's getting in his own way. And he picked J.D. Vance. If you middle American fucking sheep don't get out of your own way, you're going to give this country to the billionaires. You guys don't see it. Okay, hold up. Emily's got some comments here, I think. Okay, hold up. Kush boy? Man, we don't give a fuck about no policies. Just let us keep our guns and hand out cash. If you think the Democrats are coming for your guns, you're also you're a redneck hick. I'm sure of it. Emily says, as part of the America First policy, Trump administration reevaluated many of the U.S. prior multinational commitments, including withdrawing from the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Emily also says the INF Treaty, the UNHRC, and UNESCO, and the Paris Agreement are urging NATO allies to increase financial burden sharing. Yeah, I'll give you that. He has. I think his foreign policies aren't all bad, but he is in bed with Russia. He bended the knee to Putin, and if you don't see that, that's weak. I don't know. But I like that you actually put in some things. Thank you for that. I appreciate that because that's what we're asking for here. But both are trash. That's true. At least we ain't giving it to no poor people. So let's talk about that. Not everybody has the same. Not everybody was born with the same spoon that Donald Trump had. Not everybody is born in the same conditions, right? So to help support poor people, which is something that this country has actually thrived upon, but now we look at it as a bad thing, is just you don't understand what this country was founded on and the things that we've done in times when people needed it, Great Depression and other times, right? You don't understand, but you hide behind this false sense of patriotism. Well, I want America great again, but you want to exclude the things that made it great. You fucking MAGA people crack me up. You're the lowest form of life. You guys are so dumb. How do you bend the knee to Putin? Putin didn't invade Ukraine under Trump's presidency. Oh, Lord. Can we write in anyone? You can write it. I think you can. Yeah, Planamano says, I love it. Why do people automatically assume you love Biden and Harris when you bash Trump? Both options. That's what I've been saying, but it's easier to talk about Trump because I think right now he looks worse. I think the Republican Party, the MAGA people more specifically, look way worse than the Democrats right now. And that's a far stretch. I didn't think I would have said that 6 months ago. Right now, Harris and Walz are killing Vance and Trump, absolutely annihilating them with the things that they got going on. They're speaking to the everyday person. MAGA used to do that. They're not doing that anymore. Walz is offline. Trump is he's old. Y'all want to vote in this old dude, man? Y'all tripping. They're weird. I'm not high enough for this. Emily says you're welcome. Listen, I say that. I'm thanking you for bringing in some things. I love that. You need to blame tort on it. Mondo, tell him I'm ready for that. because he ain't ready for the smoke. Like most of the MAGA, they're not ready. Are you suggesting that we should do away with patriotism? No, Thomas, not at all. But it's a false sense of patriotism. Not one person in Trump's lineage of 5 generations has served in the military. But he talks about how he loves military. He got out of it bone spurs. He's the most entitled, one of the most entitled president candidates that we've had. Now, he's a former president, but he's even more entitled now. None of his kids served. He thinks that's beneath him. He talks and panders to weak, uneducated people. Those are the people with the red hats. I want you to watch, not Republican Party debates or town halls or whatever. Those can be very smart and intellectually ran. I want you to watch the rallies that are the MAGA rallies with the red hats, the big trucks, all the flags, the no teeth. I want you to watch those. Thousands of people get together, and it's a cesspool of America. It's low level, low educated, filthy white trailer trash. I'm not talking about the whole Republican Party. I'm talking about the MAGA dumbasses. You guys lost. You're going to lose again, and all these people are going to be enraged and outraged, and they're not going to know what to do. Education is a horrible, horrible, horrible thing to waste, and the MAGA have wasted a lot of it. I didn't think we get a female POTUS until 2032. I am happy it is sooner. Yeah, I think she's going to win. Right now, it's leaning that way. I'm not gaslighting, bro. I mean it. Giggity. This is how I feel. I think Donald Trump is a piece of shit. I think Kamala Harris is a piece of shit for different reasons. I'll get into that next week. I'll go live on Saturday for an hour and talk about her and the Democrats and the false, the fallacies. But I'm talking about MAGA first because the MAGA are just triggered. You know, they're just triggered. So it's fun. Blaming the border on Trump would make me think he is a supporter of Harris. He has views on the extreme side of things, and he hasn't done. What view was extreme that I just... What view was extreme? What? Oh, Lord. Trump said he was building a wall. He was going to have Mexico pay for it. Did that happen? You guys are fucking stupid. Making America great is not all about Trump. It's about Americans. Thomas, when was America great again? Go right now. What year do you want to go back to? Give me a year. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait in silence. Thomas, give me a year when America was great again. Let's go back to that time right now. Go. Thomas, I'm waiting. We're waiting. 20 people are waiting. Give me a year. Thomas, I'm going to end the live. This live is dependent upon you. I guess we're going to end it. Typical MAGA. They like to talk, use big words. Give me a year. Go. Before woke took over. Chase, you're stupid. Define woke. Waiting on Thomas. Give me a year. When do you want to go back? What year? Give me a year. Give me a year. Exactly, Roberto. 1770. You want to go back to 1776? Lord, so much that's wrong with that year. I'm still waiting on Thomas. I called you out. Republican Party needs to drop Trump and reform it. Dragon, I could not agree more. This isn't Republican versus Democrat. I'm very Republican about a lot of things. Don't get your panties in a bunch here, okay? Thomas, give me the year you want to go back and live in that American year. Go. I'm waiting. Okay, 1972. I only had to work 1 week a month to pay all my bills, driving a new truck, a new house, love it. 1972 is when you want to go back. Do you think America was great for all Americans in 1972 or for some Americans in 1972? Do you think 1972 was great for all Americans? Yes or no? I like that you put in some personal things. I appreciate that, Thomas. I do. I'm not being sarcastic. But do you think 1972 was great? I mean, at that point, we just almost hit the 80s when the crack pandemic hit in the poor brown and black neighborhoods, when people were bringing the drugs in that had the power and the means and the boats and the planes and the trains and the automobiles to bring it in the crack pandemic in the hoods of America to wipe out and imprison a lot of impoverished people. So 1972 was just about to happen. Planamondo, we would all hate it if it was 1776. People would go berserk without their phones. 1972, okay. 1972. For you, it was good. Would you agree or disagree that 72, so we're talking 50 years, right? 52 years? Right? Is my math right? 52? Yeah, 52 years. So you're probably you're in your 70s. You got to be in your 70s then. Right? Right? You got to be in your 70s. I'm 42. I wasn't born then. But do you agree that for some people, it's a lot better right now than it was in 1972? Would you say that's a fair assessment? For some people that have more rights, that have more liberties, better job opportunities, would you agree with that or would you disagree with that? That for some, it might have been better in 1972, but not for all. So are we looking for an America that's going to serve more people? Or are we looking for an America that's going to serve a select few? Give me your hungry, give me your weak America. Do you know what America is for? Do you know the people that came here and what they did and why? Do you understand that? Do you get that stuff, or is that you're older than me? So I'm looking for your wisdom here. The colonizer brung crack. As a gig worker, why would you vote in someone who lets your border get overrun? Illegals are good for economy at a certain point, but this has gone too far at a point. It's hurting you. WG, you're not necessarily wrong about that. I think as a gig worker, I can relate on some levels, but we can't always vote with our pockets. Should we always vote with our pocketbooks? With our wallets? Just a question. 72. So Thomas wants to go back to 72. So Thomas wants an America that's for some Americans, but not all America, right? Is that a fair assessment to say? Is that a fair thing to say? I'm asking you. The MAGA has lost. Oh my gosh, somebody's blowing my phone up. MAGA's lost. That's what this live's about. Next Saturday, I'll do one about Kamala Harris and why I think if she wins or when she wins, I think some of the good and bad that will happen. I think if Trump wins, there'd be some good things there. I'm more worried that when he loses, I think these fucking truck boys with the flags and the hats they're gonna lose their mind. They're gonna feel like their America is lost. It scares me a little bit. It scares me. The 72 Chevy looks nice. Yes, in 1972, I grew up on an Indian reservation and was very poor. Worked my way up to owning a pretty good company and adopting children from overseas. Thomas, that sounds like the American dream to me. I salute you, brother. Respect. If that's your life, if that's your story, I can get behind that. But you don't need a red hat. You don't need a MAGA flag to do that. I think the powerful thing that Trump has done, and he started in 2015-ish, the powerful thing he's done is he understands the pulse of the average American and our struggles without having been in it. But he understood it because he's a businessman. A failed one, but still a businessman. And he's also a bad actor. He's a character. He's somebody that preys on people's emotions and lack of education. If you don't see that in the way that he talks, his mannerisms, his speech, his pattern, it's very calculated. If you don't see that, you cannot call yourself a patriot. I'm gonna pull your patriot card and your fucking flag out of your truck. I'm sorry, I have to. The 90s, says Emily. Cold War had ended. 90s were good. The 90s were better than the 72. I'll give you that, Emily. Somebody with some semblance of intelligence. War on terror hadn't started. Economy was booming. So you're talking Bill Clinton, very underrated president in my book. Got his dick sucked, but I could care less about that. Like, don't care. Don't care. But yeah, you're talking Clinton. You're talking Clinton. Beautiful economy. Democrat, by the way. You're talking Clinton. Right? Am I wrong? Fair assessment? I think I'm pretty spot on there. Yeah, he doesn't matter, but he matters to a lot of people. And I was hoping to get a couple of red hats in here that could bring me some ideas. Change my mind. I'm weak just like you. Change my mind. I'm gullible. I am weak. I'm emotional. Change my mind, MAGA, right now. Recruit me to your side. Come on, I'll make a whole nother video apologizing to Donald J. Trump and his family of fucking idiots. Your pocketbook should be in your mind when you're voting. It trickles down into everything. WG, you're not wrong necessarily, but there's some social issues that it can't just be about all pocketbook. It just can't. Just can't. The thing that bothers me the most is every agency or branch of government seems to be corrupt nowadays. Thomas, you're right, man. But I don't think a vote for Donald J. Trump makes that better. I just don't. I think in 2016, it started off that way. He was anti-establishment, anti-this. He's not that anymore. It's different now. But he's running off he's using the same words, but his actions don't back that up. But Thomas, I agree with you on that statement. Name one Democrat you would vote for, Pedro. Name one Democrat that I will vote for. I don't want and probably will not vote for Kamala Harris. I don't think her track history is good enough. I think her words, her charisma is good. I like her VP, the Walls guy. I don't like him, but I don't hate him for the reasons that people don't like the tampon Timmy. It's all bullshit. He's an average American dude. He's a poster child for like what your uncle would be. Like a good American man that served his country, a school teacher, did not want extra money. He deferred raises, a football state champion. The dude's got if you don't like a guy like that, I'm sorry. But Democrat, who would I? It's a Pete guy kind of like a little bit. I like Vivek on the Republican side. Vivek, if you know, you know. I do like a lot of his things. Yeah. I'm a little more independent, if you get what I'm saying. Marty, what up? In the 90s, the Soviet fell, ending the decade-long Cold War. And the rise of the internet ushered in a radical new wave of communication, business, entertainment, in other words. Yeah, and I think the entertainment, I think that business, I think that internet, as Al Gore, he invented the internet, which is funny. You guys remember that? I think there's been a lot of benefits to that. But I also think now we're at the boiling point of like our information that we're getting is too quick. It's not vetted, easily manipulated, and we're consuming things at a rate that is scary, in my opinion. But you're right though. Like a bunch of white men scamming to me. I don't know what that means. This isn't a black or white issue. I just think Donald Trump's an idiot. I think MAGA is dead. It's dying. He's not helping his cause. His VP pick is not helping his cause. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden dropping out was a win for the Democratic Party. Somebody gave that man $20 million and said, bye. We can't win with you. Kamala steps in because that's the only option it really had and picks a VP, and they're gonna win this election. They have the pulse of the average American person. The MAGA sheep are not the average American person. They are not. They're a low-educated, low-level, easily manipulated scum of the earth, right? They're not going to get enough votes. Donald Trump's going to lose again. He's going to complain. He's going to whine. That's what he does. Republicans are like, hold a personal accountability. No crybabies. No snowflakes. But when they lose, they do the exact opposite of that. And it's going to be scary. I don't know if we're going to get a January 6th again, but all right, sorry.
Crazy. Okay.
All right, you got to hang up the phone. Okay, that was my one. Unlike Donald Trump, I don't have 3 baby mamas, but that was one of them. Okay. That was funny. Let me read some comments. You mute? Oh, I had to mute myself. I was getting a phone call. Family. I'm only 13, LOL. I try to pay attention in class. Emily's funny. You think Ishmu 1069. Bah. You're so sheeple. I think the irony is, I think the red hats, as I call them, the MAGA, the low life, unintelligent scum of the earth, the rednecks of America, mostly, not all. There's probably a few good, intelligent people that wear a red hat, but I'm talking 99% of y'all are fucking stupid. I think it's funny. It's really, really, really funny how the hypocrisy that the red hats show. I think it's funny. It's ironic in a lot of ways. I've seen the red hats in their fucking shirts talking about, we respect women over here. We would never do this. We respect women. And they got a shirt of Hillary Clinton sucking a dick. Or they talk about camel toe Harris. But they respect women and they're Jesus people. You MAGA people make me sick to my fucking stomach. I can't stand it. I just cannot stand you guys. You're so entitled and privileged. And it makes me sick to live in a country where these imbeciles might elect somebody like Donald J. Trump. The level of intelligence you guys show, and it's really sad. Thomas, couldn't agree. Way better than J.D. Vance. Vivek would have been a way better choice. But what Trump did, because his ego is so big, he doubled down and decided to pick the guy that was not a Trump guy. He didn't vote for Trump. He's a never Trump guy. Talked bad about Trump, his policies, him as a man, him as a father. But then he doubled down to his weak base of MAGA, alt-right people, because that's what J.D. Vance is. It's absolutely despicable that you hypocrites don't see that. But you talk about Kamala and Tim, and you talk about Biden. Your side's not any better. I'll get to the left next week. But the MAGA right is... you guys are going to lose, and you should be ashamed. You backed a man running on emotion and not fact. If you ever see him debate, wait until he debates Kamala. It's going to be bad for him. Because what he's going to do is he's going to go low blow, and he's going to talk about this and talk about... He's not going to say anything of intellect. Nothing of policy. He's just going to talk about the Tic Tacs in his hand and look at the price of these groceries. Oh my, but not knowing how it got there, that he had a big hand in that, a huge hand in that, but he doesn't understand it. He thinks, day one, I'm just going to stop. The price of your milk's going to go from $4 to $2. You don't know how the world works if you think that that's going to happen by him sitting in office. He's part of the issue. He is a billionaire. He is the corporations. He has those people in his pockets, and those corporations always want to serve themselves, their bonuses, and the shareholders, not people like you and I. They don't want to. The one thing I can say about the Democratic Party is they do serve the less fortunate. They have Medicare options available, $10 diabetes, $10 diabetes medical supplies when 200 million people have diabetes, actually saving people money. It's one thing that they've actually done. There's no job crisis right now. Unemployment's never been lower. Like, you MAGA, man. You make me want to end the live because I'm waiting for I subscribe. Well, thank you, Emily. You guys make me want to like end the live because I'm waiting for somebody to say something of intelligence. But nobody, channel's not big enough, so, Ain't anyone coming for anyone. Sounds like every presidential election. Yeah, you're true. Listen, I'm self-aware enough to know that this isn't new necessarily. We have this drama in these debates and these elections, and we're in a political climate right now that's very scary. Would you say that the Democratic Party is a party of tolerance and inclusion? Sometimes, not overall. No, I think the Democratic Party hides behind that to also pander to that weak base. I think we got to understand there's weakness on both sides. There's uneducation on both sides. Just because I'm talking about the MAGA right now doesn't mean that I'm pro what the Democrats got going on. There's a lot of things that they talk about that I'm not for. I believe in hard work. I believe in no handouts for an extended period of time. I don't believe in inclusion for every single thing. I think there's layers and levels. While I do believe anybody can marry whoever they want. If you think that gay marriage is bad or that you're a fucking idiot, and get the fuck off my channel. Anybody can marry. The government should not tell you who you can sleep with, who you can marry, and they should not have any kind of policies, medical or otherwise, that hinder you living a good life. And a lot of that MAGA shit is like, well, my Bible says that. Fuck you and your fucking Bible. Suck my balls. Suck my balls. Okay? Both of them in your mouth with that bullshit. All right? So there's a lot of things on the left I rock with. There's a lot of things on the right that I rock with. I don't think transgender should be in sports. I think if you're born a dude and you transitioned, that's cool. That's not my business. Like, people can do what they want, but that means if you're born a man and you were now a woman because you transitioned, right? Or you call yourself a woman, whatever, however it works. You can't swim with the girls now. No, I got 2 daughters. I would never allow that to happen. So I'm not just like on one side with this or one side with that. I think tolerance is important. People in this country, you'd be an idiot to not think that there's been a lot of people that have been underserved and have not had the same go of it. So I think the Democratic Party does look out for people like that sometimes. At least that's what they say to the masses. But you have to look between the lines and get out of the black and white. There's a gray area. There's a fine new area of like what they're actually doing, what policies are actually being enforced. Planamondo, comment of the night so far. If I was on StreamYard, I'd pin it. Let me read this to you guys. It's funny how religious people are usually the most hateful. Bam. And most of you MAGA pieces of shit are very religious. And that is the comment of the night right now. And anybody wants to debate me on that, I'll fucking go all night long on you pieces of shit. I'll go all night long on you fake religious fucking hypocrites. I'll go all night long. Because 99 out of 100 of the MAGA sheep got that Bible in their hand too. Don't even get me started. I'm about to get real fired up. Because that shit makes my dick hard. Because Mondo's speaking some truth right there. That is very factual. And those are the kind of people that I cannot stand that live in this country. And let me not say something that's going to get me like canceled. Because I might just go crazy. But Mondo with the comment of the night. People want to talk about illegal immigrants and this and that. Your motherfucking grandfather was illegal, you piece of shit. So get the fuck out of here. Like, just because they're illegal now, and listen, I'm not for it. We have an issue there. But we can't put everybody in the same box and say that all these illegals are bad people and they're criminals. That's what Trump does to you weak pieces of shit, you MAGA motherfuckers. And I don't know how many 17 of you are those, but if 5 of you are those, that's who I'm talking about right now. You tend to forget your fucking grandpappy, your granddaddy, your grandma came over here, either Ellis Island or before. You tend to forget the people that the founding fathers of this country came over here, raped fucking Indians, killed these fucking people, colonized the country that you call now yours. You want to put borders and walls? Some would say these people are coming to reclaim their land. You fucking piece of shit. You coward. Open a book and read. Read. Read a book about history. Read a book. Read a book. You are a salt grain on the table. You are so insignificant. You are a salt grain. I am a salt grain in a fucking ocean. Read a book about the other things that have happened in that ocean on that table. The MAGA sheep live so in the moment they forget about history. They forget about a lot of things. It's hilarious to me. It's absolutely comical. And while the left has gone too far with other things, the same can be said for you right people. The MAGA. The MAGA and the ultra liberal, the too much progressive, because there is such a thing as too much of a good thing is bad. We need to be progressive in this country, guys. Our country has always been progressive. And if you don't realize that, get off of fucking YouTube, watch a guy from St. Louis and read a book. Read a book. Read a book. If you don't think racism exists, if you think everybody's fine, everybody, just work a little harder, guys. You don't understand the history of what this country was founded on. But the MAGA will hide behind a book and boo, boo, boo. That guy's saying all the buzzwords, the things I like to hear. Yeah. MAGA, 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 MAGA. You guys lost and you're going to lose in November. Not my granddaddy. How can you sit there? Well, because giggity. I don't hide behind faith. I don't think that I'm better than. I don't look at a book as a way to live my life. That's the difference. I can say it because I'm just being me. I'm not being myself on Sunday or when it fits me politically, and in another way another time. Giggity, rethink what you just said there. You're smarter than that. I don't know who Elite is, but it looks like you got is that a picture of Trump? You middle American fucking honky tonks following a billionaire. Oh my God, you guys are so stupid. No, Giggity is a cool guy. He's from the other channel. He's not a bad dude. I can vouch for him. He's gonna keep his wrench. Okay, we don't have to agree on things, guys. The world will be a very boring place. I'm ready to learn. Like I said in the beginning, bring me policies. Emily's the only person that has spewed any kind of policy. Bring me policies. Fuck your feelings and your emotions. Forget that Trump took a bullet to the ear or a piece of glass, whatever. Forget those things. Forget that. Why? Don't tell me, because I like Jesus Christ and I see some of these MAGA people with the little red hats and the Trump shirts. Well, he's the next coming since Jesus Christ. He's going to bring this country back to being great again. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's going to be so great. Donald Trump. They're looking at him like he's Jesus. This man, are you serious? He does not live like he's a man of faith. Y'all tripping, man. But then the MAGA sheep are like, oh, well, he's better than somebody else. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. You're very bad, dude. Bro, you really want to talk policies? Tim, give me one, bro. What are you talking about? Policies for who? Policies for what? Bring me in, loser. The YouTube doesn't allow links. Can I share this? Hold on. Let me hit these buttons. I'll bring somebody in. I got no problem. Share, cancel. I got to be on StreamYard to do that. I can't do it here. The border. What about the border? Be specific. Did he build you that wall? Do you honestly think Trump, a man that runs corporations that hires illegal immigrants through construction, his hotels, do you honestly think that man was going to build a wall? Do you honestly think if he was president right now, we'd have less immigrants here? You're stupid if you think that to be true. You're dumb. You're dumb. What does his track record show of being a businessman? You MAGA people crack me up. OR. Because the real ones know, man. I'm not a sheep. It's one thing I'm not. How many illegal immigrants do you think Donald Trump is? This is a good one for you fucking dumbasses. How many illegal immigrants do you think Donald Trump has employed through his businesses over the last 40 years? How many? Give me a number. How many? Do you think he cared then? When his foreman at his construction sites, building the Trump Towers, his hotels, his bars, his casinos. I worked at a casino for 3 years. Not his, but do you think his businesses that his kids run, he's a man of faith, man of God. His daughter's Jewish. Doesn't even follow the religion that you MAGA pieces of shit follow. How many illegal immigrants do you think Donald Trump has knownfully employed over the last 40 years? Bet it's more than Kamala Harris. Let me see. Somebody give me a number. Cheap labor, homie. How many? How much? The number of migrant encounters reached a peak in April 2022, when Border Patrol reported over 224,000 apprehensions. He built much of the wall. Biden sold the materials for pennies on a dollar. Not true, giggity. Not true, bro. Come with some facts. Don't make me pull my receipts. $42. How many? How many? A million? In the last 40 years? Could Donald J. Trump easily employed and paid under the table or through a W-2 or whatever, or independent contract work, a million illegal immigrants? Was it okay then? It's a problem now, but it was okay then because he profited off of it. Come on, MAGA. What do you got? This isn't division. This is facts. This isn't dividing. I'm not telling you to vote for Kamala Harris and the Democrats. I am not pro-Democrat, anti-Republican, pro-Republican, anti-Democrat. That's not what this is about. This is about calling out the hypocrisy, making fun of it because it's funny. Stop. How many illegal immigrants over the last 40 years through Donald J. Trump's, all his businesses, and most of them were in the service industry or construction, lawn care, a lot of the jobs that illegal immigrants work. How many illegal immigrants do you think Donald J. Trump employed and gave money to? Go. How many? In his last 40 years of doing business. We'll go back to the 80s. I was born in 81. How many? How many? It's a big problem. He said it's a problem. He's the one. How many do you think he employed? So is he a part of the problem? Are men like him part of the problem? Are you fucking dumbasses kidding me? Call on both sides. I'm about to end this live. I can't get. I was born in 81 also. What up, 81? Probably over 100K. Gain green card status. Open borders are a problem. I didn't say they weren't. That's not what I said. I'm not married. Criminals are pouring in. Oh, Tim. Oh, Tim. Oh, my God, Tim. Oh, Tim. Oh, my God, Tim. Criminals are pouring in. Fucking Tim, I'm gonna pray for you, and I don't pray. Tax credit? No. I'm saddened by tonight's live, actually. I thought I was going to get some MAGA people in here that had education that could sway me a little bit, because I'm what you call one of those undecided voters. I will not vote for Trump unless I find new information or he does something great in the next couple of months. I will not vote for Donald J. Trump. He is a piece of shit. And I am a middle-class American. That my grandfather was a Air Force vet. Donald J. Trump can continue to talk shit about veterans and do this and do that. He's done it multiple times over multiple years. Grab women by the pussies, do this, do that. Want to take away women's reproductive rights. Want to do this, want to do that. Just for the billionaires. I can't vote for a man like that. I'm an everyday man. I cannot vote for the everyday man with an ounce of dignity and education should not vote for a billionaire. Period. That doesn't mean I'm voting for Kamala Harris. Just listen to the words I'm saying and let those words stand on their own. Yeah, what do you think is going to happen to the states, though? What question are you asking, Tim? Grandmaster J. Grandmaster J. You could be dashing right now. I don't know who that is, but you're stupid. T, Sam. It's actually sad that they are our only choices. Chase, I agree 100%. We as the American people deserve better choices than these two. We absolutely need to get out of the two-party rat race. It only benefits the corporations, and it sucks from the weak and less than. Really, the middle class, and it sucks from the middle class, and it benefits the high ups, the two-party, with the funding and everything else. You know, at the end of the day, if we blew it up and went to a completely different system and didn't have all this funding, this almost $1 billion of funding we're going to see from a couple years ago till November, between the money that Kamala is going to raise, the Democratic Party, all the money, the funding, everything, and what Donald Trump's raised, we could have figured out the homeless issue that we have in America with all that money. We could have done better for our veterans. And we could have given the right type of money to Americans via a check or something, a home subsidy or whatever that would help that family. We could have done that for every American here. And if we did that, you people wouldn't care if there was illegal immigrants here, if you were taken care of. The reason it triggers you and it's mad is because, not the crime, okay? Fuck, that's such a small thing. The reason you're mad is because you're also not doing great. And when you see other people that aren't doing great trying to just be okay, it bothers you because the price of everything's gone up and you don't have a job or you don't have this. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I pay for groceries just like you. I pump gas just like you. In my job, I have to use a lot of gas every week. So I'm understanding of that. The issue is when we don't have, we feel like we want somebody to blame. We feel like we want somebody to tell us the right thing. And we want it to be different. But the MAGA, the Make America Great Again, you guys are looking at, you want 2025 to be better, 2035 to be better. But you want it to go back to 1972. That's not going to happen. You can't. The world has shifted. The world has changed. How we learn, what we know about the world, how we spend our day, how we spend our money, the kind of jobs that we do to earn a living, our health, the way that we eat is vastly different than 1972, 1962. So we can't go backwards. The problem is this is a great way to end it. You want a president that wants to go backwards. Donald J. Trump. MAGA sheep, listen to me and listen to me well. I'm going to sum it up right now. You people want to make America great again and go backwards. The reason you're going to lose and you're losing is the other people want to move the country forward. I just solved your problem. If you're still voting MAGA, if you're still wearing a red hat, you're stupid.